He told me, yo, to save both of them, I had to take the baby early. And we had to take him 2.5 months early.
As fathers, we're often seen as natural fixers. It's in our DNA. We want to solve problems and mend what's broken. But what happens when it's our partner or our child who needs our support?
You're kind of like, well, do I leave my wife to go sit by the side of my son's incubator in the NICU? Can I really provide him anything?
So I remember that I was just overwhelmed. I've never seen a micro preemie before.
Being a father means facing one of the toughest challenges, being there for our child without being able to fix what's wrong. And when our child is in the NICU, we have even less control and access. It's a new reality we must navigate alongside the doctors and nurses, where they, not us, are in control of our child's survival.
The protocol of everything is their baby, not ours. If they say, oh, you're being belligerent today, you gotta go. That means we can't even see our child today because we gotta, who's the father, who's the mother here?
Even the PICC line, I remember, went wrong. I would just be angry. Let's get the right nurse to do this. And
because now they're telling me, do this, do that. Don't hold him like this, like I haven't been a parent before. So now it was still kind of bittersweet because we was like very under a microscope.
Eventually, I just submitted and trusted the nurses.
And it's important for you as a parent to give them that kind of space that they need to do their job, because them doing their job is going to save your kid.
Yo, he's crying, why ain't y'all feeding him? I may feel that way, but that ain't what time it is. You get what I'm saying? So if I started being belligerent in all of this, they might have something in play to where I can't come up there to see him. That's what would devastate me.
In the NICU, emotions can overwhelm you. Your baby makes strides only to have setbacks. Feelings of hope, fear, helplessness, and anger collide with long days and weeks at the hospital, making a perfect storm of intense emotions and exhaustion.
There's a lot of bewilderment, and there's a lot of obviously emotion to navigate, but it's not the kind of emotion most people have felt before.
Go to drive up to the hospital an hour away every day, back and forth, take her up there, come back, pick the kids up for school, take them to school, come back, make sure she's okay at the hospital with the baby in the NICU. We staring through a glass, not even being able to touch him. You better have your emotions in check.
My first reaction was, I just broke down and cried, and because I felt helpless as a dad to help.
This child could have died. So, I mean, yes, I believe I would be still in the right to feel how I want to feel, but I still have to keep it in check. That was the hardest thing to be able to do.
Manhandling, as it were, your emotions in that context is not easy, but you have to find a way to separate that emotion, this emotion, from, the fact that your kid's in a tough spot.
Going through the ups and downs in the NICU can be draining, but it's important to know how normal it is to feel this way. Of course it doesn't feel normal while you're in it, but many preemie dads have walked this difficult path before you, feeling the same strange mix of emotions. With healthy coping strategies, we can tap into your inner strength to survive this emotional journey. Put your pride aside and trust the care given to your child.
The confidence that the calmness of staff exudes, that broadcast is one you need to hear loud and clear, right?
They really are in the best of hands. Get to know their caregivers, nurses, doctors, therapists, and see them as both your teachers and your allies in getting your baby ready to come home.
As much as and easy as it is to beat your chest, it's more of a man to be able to be like, okay, well, what's best for her and the baby.
And finally, I had to just let go and believe and not be angry that, maybe I don't know have all the answers and not challenge as much.
You can't let that emotion, convince you that the doctors and the nurses, especially who are more hands-on, aren't doing everything they can do for your kid.
Show up for your baby as often as possible. Your presence will help them feel safe and loved.
Try to be there in the morning, try to get there at night, see how she was progressing. So coping for me was just being engaged, especially, towards the end, that she knows we were there, she knows who we are.
As a parent, the most you can do is be there and let them hear your voice and keep that voice upbeat and positive.
Talk openly with your partner about your emotions. These difficult days can bring couples closer when you share your thoughts and feelings.
You should be able to go and talk to them about it. Even if you're mad, you know what I'm saying? Yo, this is how I feel right now. You get what I'm saying? Like, give me a minute and let me just scream real quick.
Talk to someone who can understand what you're going through. Ask the NICU about support groups you can attend with other preemie parents. These emotions and experiences are life-changing. Talking to a mental health professional can be so helpful right now.
Being part of a community and a group setting, it was totally engaging. And it meant so much for us to hear other folks going through this situation.
Because you were constant. And I think that's an important thing. As constant as the doctors and nurses. You're that conduit through which we're able to find that position where you can understand enough to feel confident and just let the doctors and nurses do their job.
This is one of her first onesies that we got. And what's your favorite thing to do?
I was dancing.
He's a walking miracle, really. Yeah, he loves to swim and he does taekwondo and he loves to go to school. He won't admit it.
See him, he's like this Spider-Man, Incredible Hulk. I don't know who he wants to be at the moment, but he wants to be one of them. He's 4 years old. He's playing soccer. He does his thing. You get what I'm saying?
And remember, we're here for you too. You never have to walk this journey alone.